I just put baguettes all on my wrist, is flooded. Put up in that Euro shit, you know we stuntin'. Shorty see the legs down, now she wanna love me. Told her I'm too wavy, baby, I can't trust it. Running up the racks, I made a play just like a scrimmage. VV's on my neck, my diamonds dancing like they spinning. Switching lanes in traffic, got the stars up in it.
Hey man, say man, I'm back again as a head coach. Hey, let's get it, let's get it. So, recap of the last 2 years. Um, I was a head coach, not head coach, the offensive coordinator at University of Arizona. And in my first year, I went 15-1 with a natty. My second year at Arizona, I went 12-2, losing to Alabama in the semifinal. So, 12. So, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to miss my boys over there at Arizona. But this job is brutal. Brutal. Because the people that you love, the people that you want to see win, um, they leave. That's how it is. So, let's go through our roster and see what we have on the depth chart. So, Damon Williams Jr. will start. If I don't like how he's playing, my backup, he's a sophomore, Corey Seals. Yeah. My running back, Jordan Washington. His backup, Sam Adams. Um, I'm gonna put Nick Valdez in. Yeah, I'm putting Valdez in. Okay. Okay, starting off receiver, Denzel Boston, a 6'4", 207 physical receiver. Then I'll start Patrick Humphreys, a true freshman, 6'5", 202 out of Mountain View, California. And then at slot, he'll be Tremaine Momoa, a 6'4", 207 freshman out of West Lynn, Oregon. My tight end will be Ryan Odden. His backup will be Deckard DeGraff. Another East Walsall kid is crazy. That's where I'm from. EPA, stand up. So, my left tackle, Sione Faloso. 6'8", 290. Oh, yeah, he going to the league for sure. Boy. Then we have John Bluewell starting at left guard. Landon Hatchett at center. Kali Tafe at right guard, and then we have Drew Party. So my tackles go crazy. I love that. At left end will be Toby Erickson. Right end will be Lance Hosclaw. D tackles will be Armand Parker and Eleanor Elenis Davis. Yep, I'll go with that. Left linebacker, outside linebacker will be Devin Bryant. Middle linebackers will be Jackson McAllister and Rashad Winbush. Right outside linebacker will be Clayton Chauncey. We have a quick jump too. Starting corners will be Leroy Bryant and Devon Jackson. Free safeties will be, free safeties because my freshman will get some playing time too. I'm sorry. Yeah. From Houston, Texas. So Asamai. And then actually, bro, don't want to put E207. E207. I'll start them out first, but I'll put, if they mess up, you don't come in and bother. All right, and then my strong safety will be Tristan Dunn, kicker Sione Chow, and Darren Brock is a punter. Kick returner will be Jason Robertson Jr. as well as punt returner. And so on, so on, so on, so on. All right. Our first game will be against our rivals, Washington State Cougars. I will play the full game. And if I don't like how it is, yeah, we can change it. We can always change it. So, okay, that was dope. Okay. I'm just trying to get some color in that shit, bro. Whatever. Alright. And for them, I'll put those on. Alright. Let's play ball. This might be a long video.
Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started.
Let's go. Play ball, baby.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington State's offense will get the first possession of the game.
Let's keep this this ball rolling too.
On overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your
aggressive.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit
all right, defensive coordinator, what you want to call?
And you got to come out under
Bring that over there.
Talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Freeman. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's got his man.
I like that.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Washington State going quickly.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. That's caught. It's Hernandez. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short on the first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They make the stop.
I love that.
Sweet rolling catches, plenty to give them a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of on this 3rd down.
Let's go.
Get the conversion, move the sticks.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They keep attacking through the air. Snags it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Watch out for the RPO. Yep, knew it.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown,
All right.
Cougar.
What an exciting way to start.
It's gonna be a learning curve because I ain't played defense in a minute other than playing other users.
Creating some momentum not only for this offense but for this squad to start the season.
They scored fast too. I like that.
For the touchdown. Here he comes with the return.
Oh,
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game.
Let's score fast. Let's score fast too.
An assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play. Well, they immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
The ball pops out.
Oh wow.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh wow.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the
Oh,
ground. Jump
wow.
on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers. And got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
And as an
That's
offense, having
wild.
success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
Snicker, man.
Out for this big-footed guy, 49-yard field goal.
All right, y'all.
They'll kick it away.
Let's go. Come on, bow down. Let's go.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes.
Let's go.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
Now this rivalry game.
Decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that.
If I stay here for a long time, I know Washington will be a
10, here he
powerhouse.
comes. And the returner goes down.
Now, do I want to be there? We will see.
Comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got the lead here.
But
Last time they
I
settled
just
for a field
wanna-
goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football.
I don't know
Put a nice
about that
drive
one.
together and just get
I don't know about that one.
on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this from your defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Let's go.
Got it behind the line, it's Freeman. Just couldn't
Come on,
find
man.
any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's
He sure
got
did.
it inside the
That
20.
pass is terrible.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And it's really nice,
They're not
whether
ready
it's
for this.
RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is. if you're
like
good
this
enough front of that
play.
defensive line.
Don't
They
like
bring
that
him
play
down,
at
and
all.
he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff
let's
there, Jesse, on
go.
2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
Let's go.
Huskies.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
Go for the strip.
Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped.
Michigan State, I see.
College football teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They feed him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Washington State lines up quickly. On 3rd down, going up top.
Let's go.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
So I do want to, you know,
Line gets set, first down.
run the ball a little bit.
Looking for room, it's Washington. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Think about
It's a really
us.
good throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, we're always looking forward to this one.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were
We
going to
gotta
have
take all
to
them
some
hits.
way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown,
Good run, boy.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Let's go. If we can play our game all season,
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense
I
on
won't
the
be
field.
mad.
The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
Let's go.
Quarterback is knocked down, back at the 13.
Man,
What a
come
great
on.
job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that.
And the defense
Boy.
gets loose, bringing the heat, and down
Boy.
he goes again.
If our defense playing like that, doing
3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Ooh.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a
go.
good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds.
Let's go, man.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Williams will pass. A shot toward the end zone. And
Oh,
it's
what a
caught.
ball.
Touchdown, Huskies.
What a ball.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
That was a dime. That's a dime, boy. Boy, he trying to get drafted, I guess, huh? Let's go.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Defense playing great. Offense playing great.
The Wazoo offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse,
you got to make tackles. It's only you got to make tackles.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and
you got to make tackles. The number 40 is disgusting.
Pick up a little bit short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Washington State going quickly.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Put a ball.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right.
I can't be mad about that one. That was a good ball.
Great start, keep chipping away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Here's the handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Scanning the field, it's Potter. Pressure coming. And the ball
comes
out.
Get it.
What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job of understanding when to get rid of it.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
What a run.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Washington, 35. Washington State, 17.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Cool.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Williams will pass. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback. He wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air.
This time he's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Husky.
Number 12, with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Washington State, 17.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down coming up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack.
Let's do this.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football.
Keep pressing, bro.
Second down.
Like,
Couldn't
I'm sorry.
make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Huskies. And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good
to fight back, bro. You're going to take this.
You got to get the crowd back into this.
You're going to take that.
Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Gonna take that.
Washington. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Potter. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a
defense.
groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running
All right,
play
defense, let's go.
change for the first
Need to
down.
stop.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air on first down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had
Let's
that
go,
one well
defense.
covered, just a short game there.
Great job creating space. That's
Bend
what
but don't
you're supposed to
break.
do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and he drags across the field. He can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll go to the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Washington State will have to put it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Williams will pass. Got his man. And
Solid.
Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll mark this one dead at midfield. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Good timing on the quick out. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
A shot for the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It's good.
Let's go.
I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit.
Bend but don't break.
Slightly edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great
Say it ain't
speed.
so. Say it ain't so.
He's on the loose.
Come on, you ain't tired. You tired, bro?
It's a foot race.
Let's go.
Score. Touchdown, Huskies. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score.
Come on, man.
He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Let's go.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff.
53, Washington State, 20.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hernandez.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The aerial assault continues. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down
If I know you're just passing the ball and you
Let's see
run the
what they
ball, why
find
would
in the
I
playbook
give
for
you
3rd and
time?
long from the 43.
You feel me?
Looking to throw, it's Potter. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off. Taking it the other way.
Let's
And
go.
the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down
Turn
to the
on true
48-yard line.
Third and
Let's run the
Africa
ball.
is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play
And
pass
after
coverage.
this
You tell
drive,
the
I'm
offense
putting
was
in
trying to
my
force it, trying to get that first
my
down,
backups.
makes the big mistake.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
So let's see. I want to give him the ball. I don't want to get hurt. I'm looking for
2nd down here as they go back to
knowing
work
that my
after the
work
break.
is better than the rest.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks
It's
up
gonna
the
be a
1st
lot
down.
of Jordan
That's all
Washington.
you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation,
There's gonna
understand
be
I
a
got to
lot of
get
Jordan
north and
Washington
south,
right here.
get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Handoff to the single back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown,
Got there.
Washington. And the route is
Got
on.
there.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. No matter how much college football changes, realignment,
You have to play all that because
rivalries are consistent, and
death.
winning rivalry games,
But let's
well,
go.
that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like
Let's
that.
go.
That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while.
Jordan
It's
had
a fun
5
thing to be able to
TDs.
accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always there's a letdown that naturally
go.
happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
UW. We got the dub. Yeah, man, our best receiver so far, because he have a long catch, is him, but they are showing promise. Alright. On to the next. UW got the dub. I'm happy about that. UW got the dub. Love it. Let's do some recruiting and then we'll end the episode like that. Wow. The person I want to get is going to Charlie Hills Mall School. Love it. Alright. Well, guess what? You're not. You're not. Okay, do I need quarterbacks? Yes, I'll recruit 2 quarterbacks. I need this dude. I need this dude bad. Like, he good. Maybe 3 quarterbacks. Yeah, I need 3 quarterbacks. This quarterback will get the works. Okay. Now, do we have any with interest? So these dudes will get the works as well. Like, the people that have interest in me will get the works. I'm gonna try something different. Yeah. But also, let me see. We got a from Tracy. I don't need him. Probably need him, right? I don't know him going on nobody else, right? Okay. 97 speed corner. You'll get the works. Okay. Now, I'm just doing everybody that I think will commit, you know? I feel like recruiting is a little easier, like an online type thing. just because, like, I'm in a 32 or something like that, 32-man league, and oh, yeah, I need him. And like I be having like top 10, top 5. I had top 2 recruiting classes in the nation, and it's just like, what can I do to get that again? I don't know, but we gonna figure it out. All right, I just put recruiting on everything, everywhere, because I don't know. I just need some people to commit. All right. Hey, man. Say, man. It's your boy, and I'm out. ETH 5,000. But nah, real talk. Next episode, we'll be playing against, I want to say, Purdue. Yeah. Yeah, we was balling. We were balling. But no, yeah. 20th overall, Purdue is wild. But hey, I'm all here for it. Let's get it. Go on.
Got the stars up in the ceiling. Heard he talking tough, but in real life he moving timid. Fendi on my collar, mix a Mary with Givenchy. I was broke before, but now my pockets look like Richie. Cardi in my lenses, all my visions looking crispy. Took her out to Paris, now she acting like she missed me. I just put baguettes all on my wrist, is flooded.